Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it straight to the point right now. Um, this is the current value of my account: $23,358. No margin enabled, none of that. This is straight cash. And for the current right now, for my portfolio, I'm investing in YeildMax ETFs. I'm looking to get out of these right now because these things suck compared to Kurv. We're gonna get into that. Kurv ETFs. These are way better, in my opinion. And I'm going to dive deeper into that, into why I'm getting out of YeildMax and why I think YeildMax is a really bad investment. And a lot of this, my thoughts, is going to be coming from Oracle ETFs. So shout out to him. He's the reason why I've changed everything up. He's the reason why I'm getting out of the clown-bodian culture, is what if you want to call it that, of him. That's how he recommends it, but that's how he calls it. So yeah, we're switching out of here. We're going to Kurv ETFs because that interview with the CEO of Kurv was a game changer. I mean, you can tell they know how to run these ETFs. They can trade options and they can build you income while increasing the NAV. And we're going to dive into straight up facts on why Kurv is going to be way better than YeildMax. And this is why I'm going to eventually change the portfolio from $23,000 into YeildMax into probably going to be $23,000 into Kurv. So we can take a look at Kurv right here on their website right here. This is their ETFs. So this is a way better demographic to begin with compared to YeildMax. YeildMax literally has nothing on their site, just a crap ton of ETFs with really no background like this. This is really nice. You can actually see the growth in these dividends, and they look more. This site just looks so much more attractive than YeildMax to begin with. So if we could see right here, we have the funds. Look at this, TSLP, consistent dividends, and they grow. Look at this in December. Look at that dividend they paid out, and look at all these. Netflix here does the option income strategy, growth. It's not crazy growth, but it's growth. MSFY, growth. Goop, growth. Amazon, growth. Apple. These are all growing, okay? And not only that, I mean, we can go into here and look at Goop, for example. And we could see back in January, they paid 29 cents for that month of the dividends. And if we go to December here, they paid 50 cents. So if you want to do the math here, okay, just straight up math and see the dividend growth ratio, the percentage, that would be a 58% growth on the dividend from January to December. So you get 58% growth on the dividend. You're collecting a 13% yield. Well, not only that, that year you gain 10% on the NAV. Okay, there's the same thing with YeildMax, but look at them. Like Oracle says, these things deplete capital. You lose money. Look at this. In 1 year, you lost 12% from GUI. Okay, 12%. Goop, you gain 10%. Okay, you gain 13% dividend, and not only that, you gain 58% growth on the dividend from January to the end of the year. Come on now. I mean, come on now. I mean, look at them. They're all like this. TSLP. I mean, come on. Look at them. All right, dividends. 24%. So you gain 24% yield. Okay? You go to December. Okay, we'll go to November because December is kind of, it's not correct because they pay out a lot more on the last month. But 59 cents here. January, they paid 55 cents. Okay, it's growth. These dividends grow. Okay? The Kurv can trade options. They can give you premium. They can grow your premium. You don't have to have it be a toss-up on if you're going to get a good payout like YeildMax is. Like, it's not easy. Okay? So, what did Tesla do on TSLP? 36% in the year. Okay, you gained a 25% dividend, and you gained probably like a 7 to 8% growth on the dividend, if not more. Okay, what did Tesla do? Okay, well, this is how the ETF sucks because it doesn't come up right when you put it up. 25%. And I will tell you right now, I was in Tesla a lot of money in Tesla. I took a hella loss because I'm not going to continue to keep losing money and hope and pray that I'm going to make my capital come back up. Okay, you be a grown man, you take a loss, and you move your money to somewhere else that's going to make you money. You don't keep pulling back money in, hundreds and hundreds of dollars each payout. Yep, I got to put my money back in. It's a trap. And you can't get out of it. Okay, these YeildMax funds are setting you up for a trap, and who gets all the benefit? The fund managers at YeildMax. They will continue to eat you alive. Okay? Let's use your brains here, guys. Okay, let's listen to Oracle. Oracle has knowledge. Okay? Let's be for real now. Alright. But let's just show you the straight up difference in facts here. So we can go to a dividend channel here, a reputable site, and we can just compare two funds. Okay, let's do Tesla and TSLP. These are pretty hot funds from both YeildMax and Kurv. Okay, we chart the 10K invested. This is from the, what is this, October 27th to January 31st of this year. Same for both of these. Tesla, total return with dividends reinvested, 48%. Okay, cool, 48%. TSLP, 68%. That's a 20% total return more than Tesla. Why? Because Kurv knows how to trade. Kurv can fucking put out premiums, and YeildMax can't. They'll decide to eat your premiums, make money off you, and give you whatever's left over, and kind of say fuck you. Look at this. Even if you go to just share price, look at this share price. Total return with share price growth, 53%. Compared to 24%. Guys, we're almost looking at a 30% difference going with TSLP over Tesla with just share price appreciation. And look at the difference between average total returns. Almost 32%. Or no, 22%. I mean, it's pretty flippin' obvious, guys, on who's the better guy. For these two funds. And they go like this for every single fund. We can do this with Goop and Gooey, okay? Same exact deal. Goop, 46% total return with dividends reinvested. Gooey, 22%. 26% difference going with Kurv over YeildMax. Okay, just open your eyes, everyone, and just listen to what Oracle says. Just listen. I mean, he's just showing you the flippin' obvious. And there's people over here, all these other channels that ride YeildMax. They just suck up to them because they've been in since the beginning, and they don't want to readjust. They just hope and pray that YeildMax figures it out to where they can make it out alive without taking their huge realized losses. Now, I'm telling you this, guys, right now, and I'm not a financial advisor. I am on my way to getting Series 7, so technically I could almost say that, but I'm not. Okay, but if you have to, take a loss. There's no sense in losing more and more money. Each day that goes on that you're in YeildMax, in my opinion, I think you're just going to keep digging yourself into a bigger and bigger hole. Because YeildMax can't trade. YeildMax can't hold a NAV. Don't fall into their lies of saying that if you want high yield, your NAV has to depreciate. That is what they've been about. They've trapped you into that. They've trapped innocent investors into that. You shouldn't have to reinvest everything you get from your dividends to keep up with a stock, an ETF. You shouldn't have to put everything you get returned from the company back in. Please, everyone, just look, focus. I mean, why And you may not want to listen to me. You know, I'm only 19 years old. Okay, what do I know? But I know the obvious. In listening to Oracle, he points out the plain old obvious. He doesn't get tech savvy like some people do with spreadsheets. There's no need for spreadsheets in this. It's simple numbers. As you can see right here, you run this through a simple calculation and you can see the clear difference of why Kurv is better than YeildMax. I mean, it's right in your face. I mean, what total return would you rather have? I mean, these are both income ETFs. These are not leveraged. These are both income ETFs. They do the same thing. But one is clearly better than the other. Do your research, guys. And I recommend you to just watch Oracle. And I know a lot of you guys think I'm dick riding him. I mean, he's literally just being honest and just pointing out the obvious. And he's just clowning on everyone that rides YeildMax's dick. So, you pick your you choose your fun. Pick and choose what you want. But it's pretty obvious what you should do. Alright. You can dislike this video if you want. If you hate me, all those YeildMax people. Again, I'm in YeildMax right now currently. Look, I'm in YeildMax. So, you can hate on me all you want. But I'm going to get out of YeildMax here soon. Once Kurv has that Mag 7, you know damn well I'm putting a lot of my money into that. So, alright guys, see you guys later.